Um, since I don't know what the terms are, I guess I don't need to know as long as you're all satisfied with it. When I get that order, I will enter it. I'll tickle it for 7 days, so we'll need to get the order by next
Power
Friday.
outages, storm chaos, and two tense landlord-tenant disputes set the stage for today's courtroom drama. The judge is juggling delays while attorneys push toward resolution, but nothing is final yet. Will agreements hold under pressure? Subscribe now for more intense courtroom breakdowns and real legal drama explained clearly.
Good afternoon, Judge.
Good afternoon, Ms. Bauer. I didn't expect to see you here, but I understand you're struggling, but thank you for coming in by Zoom. Your client, Ms. Sanders, is here. We're putting her in the conference room. And Mr. Cromendike and KCV are here from Golden Pond. I got some emails from Mr. Fleeman giving me an update on Sanders. And but we've been having power outages this morning. Had several. I had a big one during lunch. I had to reboot everything, including the Polycom, but I think we're up and running. Our record seems to be on, so let me call the case. Are your clients coming?
I thought they were.
All right, well, then we'll hold up a minute.
Let me get a message over to them. And I'm glad to hear Miss Sanders was early. I'm sorry to hear I didn't get a message to her soon enough that she didn't have to come in person.
She probably got blown over here by the by the wind. This complex did not get hit, I don't think, terribly, but within feet, maybe 200 feet, 100 yards of this complex is extensive damage on Middle Street. When I was a kid, Middle Street had some very fine homes. It's kind of fallen on hard times, but it was devastated. And I couldn't tell whether there was extensive damage to this. The tornado that went through the rest of that neighborhood into the cemetery in Three Rivers, which was filled with hundreds, if not thousands, of beautiful, mature trees, oaks and maples, and it just devastated the cemetery. So maybe the defendant could give us a little update on what happened at her place.
Yeah, one of the first things I did was look and see where all the multifamily housing complexes were in relation to the path and the parks. And actually, Attorney Cromendike and I were just talking. Golden Pond was originally directly in the path of this the storm, but luckily it didn't.
The tornado set down between Golden Pond and Menards. They believe it set down at Roberts Road, which is just east of the landfill. But as the crow flies, that's probably 2 or 3 miles from Golden Pond Estates.
Yeah.
My fear is that Elaine's having trouble booting up that computer in the conference room, but this one is set for 1 and Sanders is set for 1:15. So Mr. Cromendike's ready to roll. Let's at least get started and see where we are here.
Yeah, I don't know
Yes?
if Magda has any problem with it, but I'm fine moving forward. I think we're both on the same page here.
Yeah, I think we're okay here. I did send
All
a
right.
message to the tenants, but I think we're okay without them.
All right, Golden Pond Estates versus Travis Millerans and other occupants. The other occupant is Randy Bailey, and she's been present at everything. They're represented by legal aid Attorney Meg Bauer, and Mr. Steve Kromendijk is here on behalf of the park. We've had multiple hearings in this case, maybe 3. Parties did file a jury demand with a $25 or $50 jury demand fee. So theoretically, this is on the jury docket. We had a status conference on February 27th and set another one for today. So I'll defer to you, Mr. Kromendijk. What's the status here today?
We have got the terms of a conditional dismissal agreed upon, at least verbally. We just need to get it signed.
The terms are in writing.
Yeah, the terms are in writing. We just don't have signatures on it yet. So I think if we just adjourn this out, but with the idea that we'll have, we should be able to have signatures within the next day or 2 and get them submitted, and that should be that.
Well, if they were here, we could deal with it now.
Judge,
But they're not.
the terms of the conditional dismissal are confidential, or the terms of the settlement. We've drafted it in a way to keep them confidential, so we would not actually be putting the terms on the record.
All right. Here's Randy Bailey. Maybe we can accomplish this.
Right here, things shift fast. After multiple hearings, both sides suddenly claim they've reached a conditional dismissal. That's big because it avoids trial, but it depends entirely on compliance. If terms are broken, consequences hit immediately. Do you think the tenants fully understand what they're agreeing to here today?
We're good. Good afternoon, Ms. Bailey and Mr. Millerans. Could you unmute your mic? You're 8 minutes late for your own party. We've been sitting here spinning our wheels waiting for you to arrive. That's generally not good form.
I'm sorry,
The
Your Honor.
title
I
of the
was in
case,
the bathroom.
Golden Ponds versus Millerans and Bailey. Mr. Steve Kromendijk is here for Golden Pond. Meg Bauer is here on behalf of the defendants. Just before you logged in, Mr. Kromendijk indicated that he and Ms. Bauer have been working on this case and they've reached an agreement for a conditional order of dismissal. Ms. Bauer indicates that the terms of that order are confidential and won't be placing them on an open record, but you have reached an agreement with your landlord that would result in the case being dismissed. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
All right, both Mr. Millerans and Ms. Bailey confirm that. So may we place on that conditional order your signature showing that you consent to the terms of that order?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Who has the order?
Attorney Kromendijk and I both have PDF versions of. Actually, Steve, I didn't send that to you after we got
I was
off.
going to say I don't have it yet. But if you want to if Randy and Travis are authorizing you to put their signatures on that, and you want to send it over to me with their signatures on it, that'd be great. And then I can get
That
I'll
way
sign
we
it, I can
won't
get my
have to
client.
set another hearing. We'll
Yeah, that's
simply.
perfectly fine.
Yep, that'll
All
work,
right.
Your Honor.
I'm
All right.
actually I'm still gonna send it to them, but I'll send it over to you guys as well.
All right, Meg will forward the order.
Okay, that'll work, Meg. Thank you.
And he will forward to the court for entry. Since I don't know what the terms are, I guess I don't need to know as long as you're all satisfied with it. When I get that order, I will enter it. I'll tickle it for 7 days, so we'll need to get the order by next Friday.
We'll make sure to get this buttoned up today, Judge.
All right, very good. Do you need to talk to your clients at all?
No, I spoke with them about half an hour before this hearing.
All right. All right, Mr. Commandite, thank you both for your work on this. I'll await that conditional order of dismissal, and this matter is resolved. We won't need to set a jury trial.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Mr. Commandite. Thank you,
Yeah.
Casey. Thank you, Meg. Thank
All
you,
right,
Your Honor.
Yeah,
I
thank you.
got an
Thank you.
update from Traverse City this morning. Mr. Commandite, how's the weather in Holland?
Cold and windy.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
it's
snowing
all-
in Traverse City. It's cold and windy here. The power keeps going out. All right, I didn't know if it was snowing that side of 96 yet or not.
It's sleeting, I'd say.
All right, you got what we got. All right, thank you both for your help, and I'll await that order.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Steve.
Yeah.
Do you need to speak to Miss Sanders at all?
Since we've got a few minutes here, I'll take the and Elaine got the room set up. I'll take that offer up. I have spoken with her, but since we have
All
a
right,
few,
Miss Sanders, I'm going to put you in a breakout room where you can speak privately with your lawyer for a few minutes while we wait for Mr. Fleeman. He should be here any minute.
Okay.
Meg, no offense, but I'm glad you're not here in person.
yeah, I was a little worried
For a
about that.
combination of reasons. All right, Miss Sanders, you click on the button that says join.
Conditional dismissal.
Does who?
You want me to be?
No, we're good.
We're good. Okay. Right, I'll go back to the files.
This could have been a 4-hour trial, and the last matter could have been about a 2-day trial. So I'm very pleased that matter was resolved, according to some emails I got from Mr. Fleeman just before lunch. This matter has also been resolved. Laura, I think I attached some emails from Mr. Fleeman to that case that should have stayed with the Sanders case. So would you take a look at that? All right, next we have a bench warrant arraignment. We could do it right now, but we haven't lined up public defender until 2:30, so we'll see who we got.
Now, this is interesting. The judge casually reveals both major cases are already resolved before full hearings even begin. What could have been hours or even days of trial drama ends quietly behind the scenes. It makes you wonder, was this smart negotiation, or were both sides trying to avoid something risky?
Yeah, I did, didn't I?
No, I reprinted them. I
Oh.
didn't see them.
Sorry. Mr. Fleeman's not here yet. That's a bit unusual. I guess that was, he didn't, I guess I assumed he was gonna be here, but in light of the settlement, perhaps he's not. More of the world's most boringest live stream. I think we'll just allow this consult. Here's Mr. Fleeman. Yes, present.
Good
Good afternoon.
How are you?
Good. We're making it through. We've lost power a couple of times.
Oh,
Hopefully we'll stay lit. Meg is in the breakout room right now talking with her client.
okay.
And
Okay.
we resolved another case just before this, which was appreciated. So I expect she'll be with us any minute.
Okay, good. I think the copy that I sent Meg, I don't think I had signed it, and so I thought I probably ought to jump on just to make sure.
All right, very good. I was talking with Meg. This apartment complex was right in the path of the tornado.
You are correct. And Daniel was telling me that this one, and he manages another one, and I can't remember what name he told me, but
I thought it was
apparently
Walnut Meadows.
that might be the other one. He said,
And
but both of them got
they were
hit.
also in the path of the storm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he said he's got a bunch
I
of
didn't think
issues.
this one got hit too badly, but I
Yeah,
thought
no.
maybe I couldn't get over there, so I couldn't see it. But the street right in front of it was decimated.
Right. Right. Uh, yeah, he said that he had, a bunch of different issues, and somebody, had some wind damage, and somebody had something else, and somebody's ceiling caved in one of the units, and
Hmm.
yeah, I told him, that because Meg and I have this resolved, that he didn't need to come down, and because he's scrambling his butt off trying to, get to the two properties.
Yeah, it's been a week. It was a week ago this afternoon,
Right.
but the cleanup is still going on in earnest. They've accomplished a lot in 7 days, but there's a lot yet to do.
For sure. Yep. And we're starting to get a little snow here. It's not too bad yet, but
I was getting my weather report as we move farther south. I talked with Attorney Popovich this morning. It's snowing and there's plenty of snow on the ground in Traverse City. I just talked with Attorney Kromendijk in Holland, and they've got about what we've got.
Okay.
Although earlier, I mentioned this earlier, a friend sent me some pictures from Cadillac. They were still skiing on Wednesday. And then they got 4 inches of snow last night.
Wow.
So we should count our own blessings.
Yes, we should. I have clients in the UP, and I haven't spoken to any of them, but I'm sure they've got all kinds of snow still on the ground.
Yes.
We've gotten pictures from one of our clients up there in May, and they still had, measurable amounts of snow on the ground.
Their season is awfully short.
Yes, it is. And I don't know if you've spent any time in Florida, but the weather from the top of Florida to the bottom and the Keys, it's night and day. It's like two separate countries, when you
It is. The line is about at Sarasota, maybe.
It's funny you say that, Judge. I
Oh.
was just going to say the exact same thing. Once you dip below that Sarasota area, you get down. My father lived in Homestead, which is just before Key Largo.
Yeah, Miami.
And I remember that being, back when I was a kid, it was just, it felt like you were in a tropical, rainforest, Africa type of thing. It was just crazy because I would go there in the summers when I was out of school. And yeah, it is real hot there in the summer.
Mr. Truckee, are you our public defender today?
I am.
Well, we can do that early. I don't want to make you wait till 12:30. I have one. I don't know if Autumn has. Why don't you check in with Autumn and see what she's.
So I don't know.
I'll wait my turn.
Okay, I was, Meg's in the Zoom, or on the Zoom room.
Oh,
so
yes.
I was gonna use that to do the Autumn ones. But I was gonna see if I could ask that person to come in here in person once she's done concurring with Meg.
I'll let Meg know that we need the room for,
Here, the conversation feels casual, but it hides something important. Timing and communication matter in court. With one party nearly absent and assuming resolution, it shows how quickly things can shift once agreements are reached. Even without drama, the legal system keeps moving, and missing a step can cost you.
And Judge, I'll just hang out here. I'm in no rush.
Power's out at my office in Fairhurst. So
I'm sorry to hear that.
maybe you have power at home.
I don't know. Well, don't go too far. Further update, there's no power in downtown Three Rivers, but did you pay your bill?
That's sure it's probably.
Meg, they need the conference room for criminal cases. And are you and Miss Sanders done?
We had, I think, pretty much just finished. So that I think we're.
Miss Sanders, why don't you come on right on here in the courtroom with me, and we'll deal with this from there.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Mr. Truckee. And when you're done, we can do my bench warrant arraignment. So whenever that works.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to remove that room so the criminal lawyers can use it. That room is used a lot. Miss Sanders, why don't you have a seat right over here?
Judge, at the beginning of us using Zoom, I've suggested to several courts that type of an idea because you're inevitably going to have people who don't have good internet or aren't tech savvy enough or just don't know.
Well, we use it, as you know, all the time in our civil cases, but we also use it in criminal cases. And it also, we can use the closed caption mode to help hearing impaired people. And so as we move to the new courthouse within the next month, well, the move into the old courthouse for our cobbled up system for the next 2 years, I'm not exactly clear where that room is going to be, but we've expressed we really need it. Let's talk about the case at hand. This is file number 252356. It's entitled Edgewater Place versus Shamika Sanders. Ms. Sanders is here with me at the court. She's in the courtroom. Also present is Mr. Tyrone Fleeman on behalf of the complex, and Meg Bauer from Legal Aid of Western Michigan on behalf of the defendant. This matter was filed quite some time ago. It's a 2025 case. And we've been working on it for some time. It was filed as a termination of tenancy matter back in October. And we're here today. The parties have been working on this for weeks, or maybe even longer. I got an email from Mr. Fleeman earlier today that he and Meg had resolved the case. So, Mr. Fleeman, I'll defer to you, and then we'll hear from Ms. Bauer.
Thank you, Your Honor. We have prepared a proposed conditional dismissal, setting forth that Ms. Sanders will pay her rent on or before the first of every month hereafter, and that neither she nor her guests will commit any future lease violations, and that if she does not pay her rent on or before the first, we can file an affidavit of default, a possession judgment, and an order of eviction, a copy of which will be emailed to defendant's attorney, and all of which will enter simultaneously without hearing. And then a final paragraph that says that if defendant violates paragraph 2, which would be any other lease violations, then plaintiff may file an affidavit of default supported by objectively identifiable evidence, such as an affidavit from a non-management witness with personal knowledge, or other video, document, or photographic evidence of the alleged violations, along with the possession judgment order of eviction, a copy of which again will be emailed to defendant's attorney, and all of which will enter simultaneously and without hearing.
Now, when you say she'll pay the rent each month, starting when? Starting in March or starting in April?
Her rent is paid through April at this time, Judge, so.
Okay. Thank you, Meg. I didn't know that answer. I didn't.
So starting with May.
Yes. And Your Honor, I suppose the other caveat that's in the paragraph is that she is responsible for getting those payments to the Medallion Management Office in Kalamazoo, which is where rent has been paid for I think forever for that property.
Now, Ms. Sanders, we've met multiple times. Good afternoon. Are you living there by yourself now? Neither one of your sons are there?
No.
So there's nobody else to violate the lease?
No.
All right,
Just me and my dog.
all right. Did you hear everything that Mr. Fleeman said? And you agree with those terms and conditions?
I do.
Ms. Bauer, on behalf of your client, you also agree with those terms and conditions?
Yes, Judge, that is what we discussed.
Where is the order?
I have a copy of it and have been trying to send it over to Ms. Sanders for entry, but Attorney Kromendijk and I had quite the list of cases to discuss this morning, in that it pulled me away from it. So.
All right, well, let's do the same thing we did with the others. Ms. Sanders, you're here. You heard everything was stated on the record. Do we have your consent to put your signature on the consent order under those terms?
Yes.
All right, Meg, you can sign it on behalf of your client, forward it to Mr. Fleeman, and somebody will send it to me. I'll do the same thing I did at the other case, conditional order
That sounds good, Judge.
is forthcoming. 7-day. Take a look. We were discussing before you got here, or while you were in the room, the storm. How did you do with your unit during the tornado?
I am blessed. It's been very hard. The complex is going through a lot. The trees have went backwards, so if they would have came forward, I would have been in a lot of danger. So I'm blessed that it didn't hit my particular building, but I'm feeling sorry for my complex, and I've been out there trying to help clean up the complex as well, and kind of get looked at kind of crazy. And I'm like, we all live here. We all should.
Well, it's a nice complex. They take good care of it. The yards are nice. The grounds are
It's a
nice.
scary sight. Just see you come out in the parking lots now, walking, bringing my dog out in the mornings or at nighttime. It's scary. It's a
Well,
scary sight.
I
But
hope,
I am blessed to still have a roof over my head.
yes, aren't we all? All right, the defendant is here. Watch out for the wind. The power's gone out a couple of times here at the
It's
courthouse.
been out over in the complex too. We was out for days.
All right, I think we got the rent squared away. Your sons are gone. You're on board. You've been there probably 8 years.
6.5 now.
All right. And you're storm free. So, all right, you're good to go. We will wait for that order. Just continue to comply with the terms of your lease, pay your rent the first of each month, and maybe you won't have to come see me anymore.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Meg, are you gonna send that to me? Have you got it in a format where you can sign it and send it to me, or what do you want? What do you want to do?
Oh,
I can
yeah,
make it
I'll
easy.
get it to you shortly.
Okay, then I'll go ahead and my file. Or are you guys my file?
Email.
Email. Yeah, I'll email it to Elaine if that's okay, Judge.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, thank you. That frees up much of our afternoon. Thank you for your hard work on this, Meg. I know you're feeling particularly crappy, so you go turn this off and lay down, and maybe when I see you next week, you'll be feeling better.
Hopefully. Thank you, Judge.
Judge, I was gonna
Thank
say I need subtitles so I can understand Meg, because she's under the weather.
At least I caught you on both ends of the worst of it. I was absolutely without a voice in the middle there, so we're making good progress finally.
Hey, you sound better than you did yesterday, so you're doing good.
Yeah.
You're on the mend.
All right,
Thank you,
thank you
Judge.
both.
Thank you. Have a good day.
In the end, both disputes are resolved through conditional agreements, avoiding lengthy trials, but placing strict obligations on the tenants. The courtroom may seem calm, but the stakes remain high moving forward. One mistake could change everything. Like, comment, and subscribe for more powerful courtroom stories and real legal insights explained.